snakes scheming and plotting. They will never take me under. Swear to God, I'm never stopping. I'm about my paper, call me Dunder. When I fuck her, swear she love me. When I leave her, she can't stand me. Fuck a Grammy, I need Benjamins. South Jersey, my residence. Chirp family, what's going on? It's your boy, HeIsMellowD. Mellow, Jalil, Drippy, whatever you want to call me. And we are back with another episode of Ima Shut Up podcast. Today is episode 8. I hope everyone's having a good day out there. If you're not having a good day, go do something to make sure you have a good day, because who's in charge of your happiness? You are. If y'all hear sirens in the background, I live in North Philly, so yeah, stuff like that happens sometimes. You probably won't hear it because it's faint in my house, but it went away. But I feel like when I was talking, it was pretty loud, so that's why I said it. But yeah, man, pretty good week. Last time I talked to y'all, I was telling y'all we was heading up to Pittsburgh to watch the Steelers play the fucking Turncoats. And yeah, there it goes. Yeah, you probably hear that. But we went up there to watch the Steelers play the damn Patriots, and we lost, bro. You have no idea. Damn. That shit was just close as hell. All right, I think it cut off, but yeah, we lost, bro. We went all the way up to Pittsburgh, and we lost to the assest version of the Patriots. And the craziest part, bro, we had the Patriots looking good that first half, at least. We had Zeke Elliott looking like fucking rookie Zeke out there, bro. I was so upset. This nigga was juking us like crazy, catching passes, running our players over, everything. And then Bailey Zappi looked like a formidable fucking quarterback against us. Bitch Trubisky, I hate you. We should get rid of you. At this point, fuck. I don't want Mason Rudolph to start, but I'd rather him than you, Mitch. Because, bro, you play so scary, and it's just, I don't like watching you play. I hate it. And then it's worse in person because it's bro, the whole stadium is seeing your receivers be wide open, and you just checking the ball down, and you checking it down, and you underthrowing the check down. Bitch Trubisky, your ass, and I don't like you. Golly. Also got to talk about, today is Tuesday, the, I think, 11th or 12th, 13th, the 12th. Gotta talk about it. The Eagles got handled by the fucking Cowboys. And I say all the time, you NFC, I put you NFC East fans on the top 5 annoying archetype list. And in true fashion, y'all are proving why y'all made that list. Because ever since the game, y'all have been arguing with each other nonstop. It don't make any sense. Y'all both, y'all split the divisional games every year. I feel like I'm almost certain the last time that either one of the teams swept was 2009. We're in 2023, about to be 2024. Why do y'all still get so hyped over y'all teams splitting the fucking division games? Y'all go 1-1 almost every year. Why is this game so much more important than a game that happened, not even a month ago? Or it might have been 5 weeks ago, 1 week in a month. But yeah, that is why y'all are some of the most annoying archetypes in history, because yeah, y'all just want to argue. Oh my goodness. But like I said in the other episode, no one likes y'all, and y'all really don't give a fuck. So just keep that energy. And I mean, I guess it's been doing y'all good all this time, right? So y'all will continue. But also, I wanted to tell y'all, right? So as I tell y'all a lot, I'm an Uber driver. That's how I make my money, right? Whatever. But I had to tell y'all about something that I found so funny, bro. I found this shit so funny. So I'm here to share it with y'all, right? Now, I'm not like I'm not one to like bash anybody from the LGBTQ uh community. Like that's not what this is. This is just a funny observation, right? Okay. So, I picked up this young gay dude, younger gay boy. I want to say he was probably like 22. Like you could tell he was like very young, probably just like might even been in his teens, like fresh into the temple scene, very young, very gay. Like this boy was gay as hell. And that's okay. He can be gay. He can be as gay as he want to be. That's not the part of the story that I found funny. But like I got to give y'all some details so y'all can understand how gay, like the level of gayness this young man was exuding, right? So I picked him up, got in a car, whatever. Bull had on skin tight shorts. Now, mind you, it's December. It is December. He had on skin tight shorts, fishnet stockings, and like a super tight black glittery shirt. And like he had like longer hair with like one of them girl bands in, not like the regular little hair bands or whatever. It was like one of them colorful scrunchy bands. It was like a plasticky one, right? Now, I gave y'all the details so y'all can be like, oh yeah, that boy was gay as hell. And like again, that's okay. Be gay, bro. Do whatever you want with your life. But so I picked him up, and first I didn't see the little notification that he was outside. So somebody ordered the ride for him, right? So he's like in the car. We don't really talk too much at all. Like I'm listening to my podcast. He asked me could he use my charger, and his voice was like super light. Like, oh, can I use your charger, please? I'm like, yeah, bro. Here, there's one back there for you. Go ahead. So right. So then we get to his destination. I'm thinking I'm dropping him off at a friend's house or something. Super timid bull. He asked me to then call the number of the person who ordered the ride because he didn't necessarily want to get out of the car without seeing the person for like confirmation. So I'm like, all right, bro, sure, whatever, I don't care. I call the number and he didn't even answer. Like he didn't answer my phone. It was more like a answer hang up type of deal. And then I see him come to the door. Right? Now, what what type of guy do you think was ordering him this Uber to his house? If you thought like just another regular gay guy, you thought wrong. Bro, it was like this old, super stern, trying to be super secretive, like Armenian looking dude, right? Bro. Bro, this nigga came out the house, peeking out the door, looking all secretive and everything. Dog. That old Armenian dude about to fuck the shit out of that little dude. He was about to fuck the shit out of that little dude, bro. And I'm just like, damn, man. I kind of felt sorry for the young gay man because it's like he is about to get trashed. Like this was an old, like fucking strong, fucking just mean looking Armenian dude. Like you know the type of dude I'm talking about. Actually, you know what? And I don't even know if this was an Armenian guy, but if you ever seen Money Talks with Chris Tucker, yeah, with Chris Tucker, the dude that Chris Tucker was handcuffed to in the beginning of the movie, that's what this older gay dude looked like. Like the nigga just looked like mean and just like he was about to fuck this little dude up, bro. So I just wanted to share that with y'all because I found that shit so funny because obviously he paid for the Uber for the guy to get there and the guy's like he's coming willingly, but like, yo, that shit was funny as fuck to me. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be giving y'all a bunch of different Uber stories because you never know what's gonna happen while you're driving. You never know who you're gonna run into, who you're gonna meet, who you're gonna network with, anything. But yeah, I just thought that was funny, and I wanted to start the podcast off this week telling y'all that because maybe, hopefully, y'all will find it as funny as I did. Oh my goodness! But nextly, I want to talk about how y'all. This is every gender included. And I think it's really more so of just like my generation and below. But y'all share way too much on social media, bro. Like way, way, way too much. Like I should not know that your baby dad isn't claiming the kid, sis. I shouldn't know that shit. I should not know that your baby dad he wants nothing to do with his seed. I shouldn't know that shit. None of us should know that on Facebook. We shouldn't know. Like I shouldn't know that you about to get evicted. That's personal information. We shouldn't know that. Like, why do you feel okay to come to X, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the Instagram when they go on these stories with the black screen and just start going, like, why do you feel it was okay to let social media know that you about to be evicted, sis or bro? Like, what is y'all doing? I shouldn't know that your baby mom got roaches. And she packing the baby bag and sending you your kid with the baby bag infested with roaches. I shouldn't know that. We should not know that. Y'all got to keep this stuff off of Facebook. Like, off of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that stuff. Y'all need to keep it off of social media. Like, y'all really don't mind your business anymore. Or you make your business everyone's business, bro. Like, that shit is crazy. We should know that your mom was a fucking addict. And diapers was at y'all house every other weekend or every other month. We shouldn't know that. Why do y'all feel so comfortable to come on social media and let us know all of the dirt that's happening in your life? It's crazy. And one thing I definitely shouldn't know, I definitely should not know that your ex-best friend got discharge stains in her underwear. Why do y'all think that is okay? Like, yo, my generation and below, we need some help. Honestly, we need therapy because it's like that's what I feel like that's what y'all be using that shit for. Like, you come to social media with your dirtiest of dirt and you just let it be known by the whole world. And the craziest part be y'all tweets ain't protected or your statuses and stuff. None of that shit is friends only. It's public for everybody to see. Like, no. Y'all just want all y'all drama and dirt just out into the world, and like that's okay with you. That's not how I rock. Like, I know I'm of this generation, whatever, but it's like looking at my page or looking at my tweets, looking at my Instagram, whatever, you could never really fully know what's going on in my life unless I tell you. That's it. Like, y'all use these social media platforms as diaries, but then get mad when people use the dirt that you have put out into the world against you. That don't make sense, right? So how about we just start keeping shit to ourselves again? I know it's such a crazy concept. Keep your business to yourself, but hey, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I just had to talk y'all about that real quick. Keep your business to yourself. All right. But nextly, Want to talk about this? Tip culture is a terrible thing. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I tip. I tip based off service. And honestly, and it's not even really based off service anymore. Well, it kind of is for the most part, but I am a 15% tipper. That's where I kind of cap out at. Now, you saying, you probably watching this, listening to this, oh, that's not even the industry standard. Fuck the industry standard, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Why are you entitled to 20% of what the fuck I just paid? Or 18% of what the fuck I just paid? You not. You really not. And honestly, it's not even really the restaurants, because it's like we all know how restaurants work. Servers work for tips, whatever, right? It's like tip culture is a terrible thing now because you don't even need to be serviced and motherfuckers is asking you for tips. Like, what is that? You go pick up your food. You yourself, you call your food and go pick the shit up from the store. They hand you the new electronic cash register and everything, the touchscreen cash register, and they're asking you for a fucking tip. Bro, you ain't do nothing. Who am I tipping? I'm tipping you for bagging my food up? That's what you're telling me. You telling me I'm tipping you for bagging up my food? What is that? Bro, even fucking like corner stores, they be having a fucking tip John now. Bro, what am I tipping you for at the corner store? And I don't have any proof of this, but I'm almost 1000% sure. When them companies be like, oh, you want to round up to the nearest dollar for such and such charity, that fucking change is not going to them. That's going directly into that company's pocket. Do I have any proof of that? No. But I just feel it in my bones. I feel it in my locks that money, when they ask you to round up to the nearest dollar, that's not going to UNICEF or the fucking the kids in need fund. No, that's going directly to fucking McDonald's, to Walmart, to Wawa, to save it. Like, that's where that's going. You can't convince me otherwise, because why the fuck did that just randomly pop up out of nowhere? Oh yeah, would you like to round up to the nearest dollar? No, bitch, give me my change. What is you talking about? Give me my 72 cents. The fuck y'all be on, bro? And it's like, y'all make a person not want to tip. And that's the craziest part. Like, I understand. I've worked for tips. I get it. I understand the struggle, how it is with working for tips. I've done that. And where did I work for tips? I worked at Bounce U. And bro, working at Bounce U was actually worse than being a waitress, in my opinion. Bro, I was getting paid $5 an hour plus tips at Bounce U. And you're like, oh, that's not bad. Waitresses get $2 whatever an hour. Dog. Y'all don't realize that Bounce U, motherfuckers would just leave you in the care of their children and just dip off for a few hours. And now you are the only one that can, it's like 3 of y'all in the room. You 3 employees are the only line of defense of this kid getting fucked up in here and them not being fucked up in here. But then you also can't touch the kids. So that was just a clusterfuck of a job. So yeah, I never really understood that. But no, tipping culture is a terrible thing. Like, if you service me well, I'm gonna tip you well. If you service me ass, I'll still tip you, but I'm gonna leave you a tip to where you know that the service was ass. And honestly, I'm like that because Angela got me like that. Because before, if the service was terrible, I would write that on the receipt and put a 0 next to the, like, put my total in and write service was terrible, 0, real bold. Like, I wanted you to know the reason why you wasn't getting a tip. But Angela done made me a little softer, so I might leave like $1.25 or some weird ass, real weird amount to let you know that damn, he wasn't fucking with my service today. But yeah, bro, tip culture is a terrible thing. And I don't want to say we should get rid of it because nah, I'm jacking that. We should just get rid of it. Pay your waitresses and waiters a decent wage and stop fucking asking for tips at the corner store or the little restaurants where y'all not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing to earn the tip. Why is you asking me for a tip? You niggas get on my nerves with that shit, man. Golly. Nextly, y'all see I fucking curse a lot. This is just kind of how I talk. And I wanted to say another one of my biggest pet peeves, which this is a stupid one, right? This is a stupid pet peeve, but it's still a big pet peeve for me. But I hate edited music. Turn that edited shit off. Give me the curse words. I don't want to hear my hair. Like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear I love bad, that my problem. I don't want to hear that. Like, and you can do that for any songs. Like, give me the full, unedited, cursing, dirty version of the song. That's what I want to hear. And it just really got me to thinking, like, why is cursing such a bad thing? Like, why is it considered such a bad thing? Like, where in history did they just deem that shit was a bad word for people to say? Or fuck, ass, bitch. Like, I don't understand why are they considered bad words or swear words? I don't know. I in my personal opinion, I feel like they like curse words is like that episode of SpongeBob with the sentence enhancers. When him and Patrick was like, "Hey, SpongeBob, how the are you?" Like, that's what it is. It's sentence enhancers, bro. It helps you get your point across better, in my opinion. Like, that's why I love to curse, because it just put a little sprinkle on that sentence. You feel me? It just put a little oomph. It just put a little bit more feeling in what you're saying. You feel me, bro? Nextly, you are an adult. Please learn how a pussy works. Okay? I am so tired of seeing niggas talk about, like, oh, bro, she was loose, she was this, she was that, her pussy was dry, she whack in bed. No. Now, listen, young fellas, young men, you might have not have paid that much attention in health class or sex ed when you was learning this stuff. But I need y'all to understand, a pussy is only loose when the woman is turned on, is fully turned on. Y'all need to understand that. So when you be like, oh, the pussy was loose, bro, first of all, you was doing what you were supposed to do. But y'all need to understand that when women get aroused, their pussy opens up. It opens up more. That's why it's loose. The bitch was turned on. You shouldn't want super tight pussy. You know why? Because that means that girl is not turned on when you're having sex with her. You shouldn't want dry tight pussy. Be like, tight, oh, I want tight wet pussy. That's kind of an oxymoron, because like I said, pussy expands when they're aroused and they get wet, bro. Like, y'all don't pay attention to what is being taught to y'all. Stop saying that, bro. If the pussy was loose, you were doing a good job. It opened up to you. You was fucking her well. Stop insulting her because you just heard that was the thing to do. I'll say it in technical terms. When a vagina when a woman becomes aroused, right? And she is fully turned on, her vagina opens up and it is now looser than what it initially was. You understand what I'm saying? Are we listening to what Jalil is saying to you? Because I'm trying to teach y'all to help y'all. You should want the vagina to be a little loose because that means you're doing your job correctly. Okay? And women, I be like, most of y'all know what's up. But a lot of y'all like pick me women, y'all be right there with the ill-informed or misinformed guys talking about loose pussies and stuff. Bro, a pussy only gets loose when she is turned on, bro. Congratulations, you did a good job. All right? Let's not have to talk about this anymore. Loose pussy, loose, and I'm putting quotations around that, a lot of quotations, but loose vagina is the product of a woman being aroused. Now, if you think I'm wrong, go look the shit up for yourself. But I promise you I'm not. Like, I need y'all to understand that, okay? Thank you. That was your first lesson on man school. Real shit, bro. Like, God, I just be looking at stuff and I'm just like, these niggas have no idea what they're talking about. Because how can you calling a pussy loose or whatever? But a vagina can literally stretch big enough to let out a human. And then it snaps right back. So you telling me that, oh man, her pussy hole, it felt loose with my, like, come on, bro. Think. Use your common sense. The craziest part is my dad used to tell me this so much when I was younger, and now I fully believe it. Like, he used to tell me all the time, common sense isn't common. And yeah, it's not. A lot of you niggas just be like dimwits. Like, straight up and down, just dimwits. And also, nextly, I want to talk about some scammy stuff, which I think what I think is some scammy stuff. The first thing, ATM fees are a scam. First of all, why are you charging me? You're charging me to take my own money out of my account, right? And then you're charging me even more money if my card doesn't match the ATM. Please tell me how that's not a scam. You're literally just taking money from me just to take it. The money is in my account. I'll put the money in there. Why are you charging me now to get the money out? You telling me you charging me a holding fee? It's a scam. One of the biggest scams in America, in my opinion, is owning a house in America. Owning a house in America is the biggest scam that they told us was like the American dream, but that is the biggest lie and scam in history, bro. In other countries, like, I know for a fact in Jamaica, because we went to Jamaica for our honeymoon. In Jamaica, when you buy a house or you buy land, whatever, that is yours. You don't owe no more money on it. It's yours, right? But in America, no, you still got a mortgage. And you got a mortgage because you're not paying, let's say the house is $200,000, which in today's time, that's a bullshit ass house. But let's just say you have the $200,000 to pay for the house in full. Bro, you still gotta pay taxes on the land. And if you don't pay those fucking taxes on the land, they coming to take your fucking house. is that not a scam? How do I own this if I still have to pay for it monthly, yearly? What? Like, how? No, this is yours. This is still the country's because I'm still paying you for it. When you gave me the deed to this house, that should have been that and that and it. That's it. That should have been it. I now have the deed. This is my house. This is my land. I don't owe y'all shit no more. Nah, in America, you're gonna pay that mortgage, which in 2023, almost 2024, a mortgage is almost fucking rent prices, and you're gonna pay them taxes on the land. And if you don't, they come in and take that shit. Scam. That is a scam. They are scamming us. I hate that shit, bro. I hate it so much. Oh my God, I really do. But what you gonna do? I guess you gotta either conform or go to a different country. And I've always thought about living in a different country, but I really don't know if I can make it in a different country. Cause I'm just getting used to America's racism. I don't think I can really deal with like another country's racism, bro. I just don't. But in celebrity news, Offset and Cardi broke up. Who really gives a fuck though? They rich, we broke. Fuck it. They do this shit like every 2 years. They'll probably be back together in like a month or two. It's their cycle now. Fuck it. Yeah. Also, Nicki Minaj dropped her new album. Pink Friday 2, I think that's the title. And I fuck with that. I fuck with the Nicki album. I fuck with it. I listened to it. I gave it a full listen. I will say this is probably the most interested I've been in Nicki Minaj since the first Pink Friday. Cause that Pink Friday was what? Pink Friday Roman's Revenge. That's a really good album. Really great. It's shit, borderline great. Probably one of the best women bodies of work musically in the last 20 years, I'd say. Especially on the hip hop side. But musically, I would probably put it like maybe top 5 women albums in the last 20 years. Yeah, I would do that. It was a good joint for me. Yeah, so shout out to you, Nicki. You did a great job on this album. That's really all I gotta say. I will say though, you be dating some clowns, but I'm a person that can make the difference or disdain or whatever between the artist and the regular person. But nah, Nicki, you be dating some clowns. I'm just gonna leave it at that. We can look at the track list. Safari, goofball. Meek Mill, cornball. And what's this new nigga? Kenny Petty or some shit? That nigga got he got some bad charges, we know. Goofball, cornball, terrible person. But also too, I don't really care to divulge too much into that. Out the Nicki. The album was good, and that's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to you. Good joint on the album. Also, I typically don't talk about Blueface and Krishan and the Jaden girl, or that's her name, Jaden Alexis, something like that. But because I think they bad for black people. Like, I just think they're not a good representation of anything, and we probably just need to ignore them more. But apparently, Blueface got a paternity test, and the baby ain't his. He's saying. Then Krishan Rock covered up Blueface's neck tattoo. Well, she had Blueface's face on her neck. She covered that up with a rose and then put another nigga name like her new nigga's name on her arm. I don't think she's gonna learn, but hey, whatever. If it's entertaining to y'all, you got some more stuff to talk about, I guess. I don't know. I don't really talk about her too much. I'm not a fan of the Zeus network or none of that stuff. Like, that's really not my forte, but you see enough about it on social media, so I just figured I'd talk about that just a tad, just a tad. Uh, also, nextly, I want to say this. If you are a sex worker, be a proud sex worker, okay? Don't be hiding your shit. Stop protecting your tweets. Stop, put that link right in your bio. Be proud of what you fucking flaunting. Stop being a secret sex worker. You probably making more money than all of us. Well, I won't say all of us, but you probably making more money than most of us. So don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Flaunt that shit. All right. I'm saying that because I'm starting this. I've seen that a little bit more. You put up. Yeah, no. I'll just leave it at there. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed if you are a sex worker. It's all right. It is okay. Now, nextly, right? I got some screenshots. These is like little stories, I guess, or little scenarios I wanted to talk about and just give my 2 cents on. Here's one. I'm gonna read this first one. It says, y'all, I'm about to put my mom out of one of my rentals. Check it. She has been complaining to me for a year. My apartment is too small. I'm paying all this money and stuff keeps tearing up and they take forever to fix it. I want something nice and spacious so all my grandbabies can sleep over and my sisters can and my sisters can stay when they come to town, etc., etc. I'm like, all right, mama. Finally, I put her in a 4,000 square foot home. I told her, just give me $700 a month. I know I can rent that house. I told her to give me $700 a month. Then he goes on to say, I know I can rent that house for $2,500 a month. Okay? First month, no payment. She's like, I know, son, but this house was too nice for my old furniture, so I bought all new furniture. I'm going to catch you up next month. Okay? A year later, and she has not paid one payment. A whole year goes by. She has not paid one rent payment, right? She finally says to me, she don't see why she gotta pay rent, and said, I'm making enough money on my other houses, my other properties, and she's my mom. She had no problem paying the apartment folks rent though. No problem whatsoever. I told my brother he gotta come get her, and now my brother is pissed at me. Said, Mom is right. I got plenty money and she shouldn't have to pay. I told my brother, okay, if that's how you feel, let's split the rent then. Me and you pay the rent. Me, you, and her. Or me, you, and sis. 3 kids, we'll split the rent 3 ways. Now it's crickets. So I'm like, she gotta go. Am I wrong? In my opinion, this was an anonymous post too. In my opinion, hell no, you not wrong. Get mama the fuck up out of there. She is taking advantage of her son, and that is some bullshit. That's crazy. You're supposed to set your kids up so they can go on and do great things, right? And then in turn, they'll come and take care of you because, that's how the circle of life works. Bro, he's taking care of you. If he gave you the option, if he said, Mom, just pay me $700 a month, and you're coming from you was already paying rent. Why do you feel as though it's okay to not pay your son just because it's your son? That's crazy. You should want to contribute to your son's wealth and well-being. But no, you want to freeload off of him and mooch. Mama, you wrong as hell. Son, you right as hell. And brothers and sisters and other kids that was involved, the other kids that was involved, y'all wrong as hell. Actually, y'all should mind y'all business because this between me, this son, and mom. And mom, you wrong as hell. Pay that man his money before you get your ass evicted. And now it's family problems. And now you back to paying rent to these apartment people. When all you had to do was pay your little $700 a month to your son. You should feel happy about that. You should feel happy that your son has a beautiful big property that he can just put you up in and tell you to only pay $700 when you know, he knows, and we all know that nothing in this world is free. You wrong, mama. And son, you not wrong at all, bro. Don't even feel bad about that. Don't even feel bad about it. All right. Oh man. Oh, I got one more for y'all. So this is another one. This one isn't, I guess, too anonymous, but I thought I'm not going to say the person's name. So post says, before I overreact and go up to this school tomorrow, can parents give me a real opinion? My daughter came home telling me her teacher told another child during class, do you ever shut up? Okay. I asked my daughter, has she ever said this to you? She says no. In my household, my kids are taught shut up is a curse word, not just that it's rude. The correct term is be quiet. My child has complained about this teacher constantly yelling, but I feel like if you don't have the patience for this, then it isn't the role for you. I would like to have a talk with the teacher and principal because talking to certain children like this can mess up their self-esteem. Everyone raises their kid differently. What are your thoughts? Now, my thoughts is, sis, you are dragging it. You're dragging it. First of all, shut up is not that bad of a word. Not that bad of a phrase, sentence, nothing. It's not a curse word. Just because you think it's or you teach your kids it's a curse word doesn't mean it's a curse word to anybody else. That's number one. Number two, you ready to go up to this school and talk to the teacher and principal and potentially jeopardize this teacher's life off of a story that you heard from your, she doesn't say how old her kid is, so, but I was actually talking to this girl about this and she told me it was third grade. So you are now taking the word of a third grader and just running with it, because in your scenario and what you wrote out, the kid just tells you that your kid just tells you that the teacher said to another kid, do you ever shut up? First of all, that's not them yelling shut up to the kid. That's asking them, do they ever shut up? And 9 times out of 10, they're asking them, do they ever shut up? Because that kid needed to shut the fuck up. Kids don't know how to shut the fuck up sometimes. And honestly, she probably said it like that because that other kid was interrupting the rest of the class. You are now potentially jeopardizing that teacher's livelihood because you're potentially jeopardizing that teacher's livelihood off the word of a 9-year-old. I think you're 8 in third grade. But yeah, bro, that's wrong. You're wrong. And you shouldn't send an email. You shouldn't go up to there to talk to the principal, nothing. Because sometimes kids really do just need to shut the fuck up. And I understand that you feel as though shut up is a bad word. I'm not knocking you for teaching your children that. But everyone doesn't teach their children that. And I'm sorry, sis, shut up is not a curse word. It's not at all. So just because you think it is, like, you have to, okay, how can I put this? You can only teach your kids how to act and be with something, or what words to use. You can't dictate what the people around them use. You know? You can't do that with your kids, all right? Just because you teach them that doesn't mean the rest of the world is learning that. There you go. There it is right there. Just because you teach your kids something doesn't mean the rest of the world is learning that. So you can't go up there and tell on the teacher because the teacher is saying shut up. Especially too because it's also not your kid. Like, this is another kid. Maybe that kid really did need to shut up. Did you ever think of that? Maybe the kid really just needed to shut up because they were interrupting the entire class. And the teacher kept asking the kid, hey, be quiet. Please be quiet. Quiet down. Quiet down. This, da, 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 da. You know? Because we all know how kids can be. But, yeah. There is that. And nextly. So, as I tell y'all almost every episode, Angela is pregnant. We are having a baby. So excited to be having a baby. Yes. June is our due date. But she's been having really vivid pregnancy dreams lately, right? Like really vivid, and they're just like really crazy. Like, I tell her to write them down. So like at one time, she can, I don't know, make like a little TikTok series out of it or something. But I'm gonna just give you the synopsis of like 3 of them, right? So on one of them, we were on a cruise ship, right? It was me and Angela on a cruise ship, and for some reason we had our dogs with us, Storm and Ice. And I guess we were burglars of said cruise ship, because she said that we was going around to all the different rooms and stuff, like all the different cruise ship rooms, and we was stealing stuff from them. And then we got into one room, and our dogs turned into human beings. Yeah. Wild, right? Wild as fuck. But I'm sure she, like, I'm gonna probably have her on another episode so she can dive into these a little bit more. But that was one. And then another one, she was like, we were in our own house this time. Right? We was in our own house, but instead of us being the robbers or the burglars, we were being robbed and we were being chased. And every time we like ran out of one room, it would turn into like a bigger like just the entire scenery would change, and the house would just continue to grow. So it was like like we were still in the house, but it was like we haven't made it out. It was like kind of like a maze, right? And she said that one winded up ending in some like crazy satanic ritual. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, sure. But we're here together. Being the husband and everything, like, you just gotta sit there and console, because sometimes she's waking up crying because the fucking dream scared the shit out of her, and just, yeah. But I be sitting there like, what the fuck is going on in your head? Because none of this shit makes sense, bro. None of it makes sense. None of it. But, and then the last one, The last one, I guess, is the most sane one. The last one is the most sane one, I guess. But she said that we were on a cruise ship again. I don't know why two of these dreams, and this, I think she's told me about another cruise ship dream too, but this is the one I'm gonna talk about. This cruise ship, I don't know why the fuck she be having these cruise ship dreams. We've never been on a cruise. We've never been on a cruise. Why do you keep having dreams that we're on a boat? But this one was okay. Like, this one was the most normal dream, I guess I would say. So she was just like, yeah, we were just on a cruise ship partying up and just having a good time, but we was with one of our weed dealers. Like, he was just he was just partying with us and congratulating us and on I guess like being married or whatever, because she wasn't pregnant in the dream, because she said like we was getting fucked up on this cruise ship, like knocking bottles all the way to the face and just smoking blunts back to back to like everything. Like, we was just turned up on this cruise ship this time. There wasn't no real like bad thing that happened on this dream. It was just random, because she was like, I woke up and I'm like, why the fuck were we just partying with our drug dealer? Why the fuck was we just partying with our weed man? Weird. But I say all that to say, I think her fucking, like, you know how they say like the husband or the dad, he sometimes gets pregnant, like some of the pregnancy cravings or whatever. Like, I don't really know the word that I'm looking for, but like the stuff that happens to the mom starts to happen to the dad, right? Now, I tell y'all this because I smoke a lot of weed. So I really don't be having dreams. I don't be having dreams that I can remember that much, right? But doggy, I had a crazy ass dream. This was a nightmare. This was a nightmare. And this happened this morning. That's why it's like fresh in my brain still. And I could tell y'all, dog. Now, I can vividly see this dog right now, because obviously it wasn't one of our dogs. This was a new dog, and we were at Angela's dad's house. Her dad lived in this new house. He had a huge front yard, and yeah, right? Really nice house. And the dog was like, it was a mainly white dog with like gray and brown accents. And it was one of those dogs that be having a two different color eyes. Like, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You've seen a dog with two different color eyes, right? It was a dog like that. Super happy, just fun-loving dog, it seemed like in this dream, right? So going to the house and we're talking. I'm like, talk to Papa Ern and Angela. I'm like, yo, y'all new dog, because I'm guessing Angela lived with Papa Ern in my dream. So I'm like, y'all new dog, he's so fun loving. Like, he just seems like he's having such a good time and he just loves life. La 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 la, right? They go, Papa Ern and my wife. They go, yeah, the damn dog won't stop shitting everywhere though. We've tried everything. The dog will not stop shitting in the house, all over the house. It's like it's shit in every room and we can't stop it. And I'm like, oh man, that really sucks. Blah 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 blah. And then like out of nowhere, obviously this is a dream, so it don't really make sense. But out of nowhere, bro, they fucking rip the dog's head off. Like, straight just yank the fucking dog's head off, right? No scissors, knife, nothing. Fucking the body is flailing around. Like, this dream was so vivid and so just like, what the fuck, that I had to tell y'all. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck just happened? And Angela, my wife, she's like, yeah, we had to put the dog down because of it. Dog, after they ripped the head off, I lied to you not. I cannot make this up, because why the fuck would I ever want to make this up? Bro, they put the dog's head in a big ass fucking air fryer and turned that bitch on, and all I heard was like all types of fucking like just popping in the air fryer. And I'm like, bro, I'm literally in my dream, face in the couch pillow, just bawling, crying. I'm like, yo, why the fuck did y'all just kill this dog like that? Like, this is crazy. And then I wake up. And then I woke up. Fucking Angela's pregnancy dreams are 1000% rubbing off on me, because what the fuck just happened in that dream, bro? Dog, I woke up so fucking perplexed and I didn't feel right. I'm like, yo, what the fuck just happened? And I had to tell Angela, and she got teary-eyed because, you know, she's fucking emotional and stuff. But whatever, that's my wife. But I'm just like, bro, that shit fucked me up so bad, bro. So bad. And it's like, yo, and that's that. Oh my goodness. And if that's what I'm having, those types of dreams that I'm having, I know for a fact the dreams that she's having, they're way crazier than what the fuck she's just telling me. I know they are. Because that was some scary shit. Like, I like woke up like not in a cold sweat, but like, yeah, like a scared sweat or something. Yeah, I did not like that shit. Shit's crazy, bro. But also, speaking of babies, well, pregnancies and stuff, why is it that men can essentially get a woman pregnant at almost any age, right? But women who get pregnant past 35 are considered high risk pregnancies. How is that fair to them? And I probably should look more into it as to why it's a high risk pregnancy past the age of 35. But just like poking fun at it, well, not really poking fun, but just like talking shit about it, like, that's really that's fucked up. Like, so like the biological clock for women, like, that's a real thing. I just thought that was like just something people came up with, you know, just like, I don't know, just to talk shit about women. And just because they always say like, it's always better looking women that's going to be coming up or whatever. And it's like, they say, I don't subscribe to this, but they say like a men's peak, like men can peak later in life, but typically women peak kind of early. And like I said, I don't really agree with that at all, because I don't know, I just don't. Like, I think we all can peak at different times in our lives, but I just thought it was weird that a nigga could be 62, and if he could get up and his soldiers are still marching, he can get a woman pregnant at 62. But a woman at 43 is in risk of A, her losing her life when she has the baby, or B, the baby losing its life when they come into the world. That's not fair at all, bro. That's crazy. But that's all I really had to talk about today. I do have a nope, I'm lying. It's Wednesday, so we have to do the excuse me. We have to do the top and the bottom of the week, okay? So, the top of the week goes to Judge Timothy Gillian, right? Now you asking, why am I giving the top of the week to a judge? Listen. So, this lady, her name was Rosemary Hain, right? She goes into a fucking Chipotle and her order was wrong, apparently. This bitch got so mad that she threw her order, like she threw the food into the face. into the face of the manager named Emily Russell, right? Fucking, she heaved it. That's literally what the article said. She heaved her Chipotle burrito bowl at a cashier, right? Now, you're asking me, why is Judge Timothy Gillian the top of the week? Because he initially gave her 6 months. He gave her 6 months of, I think, like jail time, right? But he said, you know what? You can do 4 months in jail and you can get out 2 months early. But within them 2 months, you gonna have to work at a fast food restaurant at least 20 hours a week for them next 2 months. Bro, I fuck with that. Judge Tim. I fuck with that because you making her like realize the wrongdoings of her actions. You making her do that, bro. You putting her in the shoes of that fast food worker that she just threw food in their face, act like as if they wasn't working and busting their ass all day, essentially. And they was super trying to work fast to just get through the orders and whatever. And then you come in here and throw your fucking food in their face. And now your ass gonna have to go work at a fast food restaurant. Honestly, if I was Judge Tim, I would make her ass go work at the Chipotle. Go work right at that Chipotle where you threw that food at Emily. And yeah, now you gotta work right beside Emily. And if Emily decides to deck you in your shit, you just gonna have to eat that. That would have been me. But top of the week goes to you, Tim, Judge Tim. That was a good judgment call. I think that was a good judgment call. Like, I typically, like, I'm not one to be fans of the laws and judges and stuff, but when y'all do shit like that, I fuck with it. So top of the week goes to Judge Tim Gillian. Yeah. And the bottom of the week goes to fucking Adam 22. Now, it's so much shit that I could honestly make him the bottom of the week for, but he the bottom of the week this week because, bro, apparently he put out fucking he put it out. This nigga is on camera, fist bumping the nigga that's taking his wife to Pound Town. Bro, Adam is fucking crazy. And like, I used to fuck with No Jumper. When y'all had AD and fucking and Duno and fucking and Little House Phone. Like, I fucked with No Jumper around that time. But now, bro, you are on a complete downward spiral. And you're the bottom of the week because it's like, bro, you just doing the most nasty. Like, bro, it's not even, I don't even know what to call it because it's like, I don't think this is like past clout chasing. Because niggas don't think you're cool. You have completely lost that. Like, I seen another video of this nigga. Bro, the nigga was picking dicks with his wife. And honestly, I don't even think Lena or Lena the Plug is your wife anymore, bro. I think that was like some mail order bride type shit. And like, that's just what it is. Because it's like, dog, how do you think this is okay? Like, the nigga was literally picking out the dicks that was going to fuck his wife with his wife. Like, nah, that was a little bit too big. Nah, that's too small right there. Nah, but this guy right here, he's hunk. Like, I'm like, Adam, what the fuck happened to you? Or was this you all along and was fucking AD and Duno and Lil House Phone and all of them niggas keeping you cool and keeping you kind of relevant in the black community? Because now, bro, you just doing what the fuck? So, yeah, you the bottom of the week for that right there. We got one fan question today. Like I said, like I like to say, whenever I post the fan questions or pod time fan questions, what's on your mind, make sure Whatever you thinking about, whatever you want me to talk about, whatever you want to ask me, put it right there in that box, and I will talk about it at the end of the pods. So, shout out to you, boy, Scatted. This is your second, I think your second time asking a question. But you ask, who invented bills? Like, who was like, this is my land. If you want to live on it, you got to pay me type shit. And I did look it up. That was kind of a hard question to try to, I guess, find the answer to. But what I did find was I found who originated or like coined the term rent, according to Google, is some dude named David Ricardo. Yeah. David Ricardo was an 18th century English economist, renowned for his contributions to economic theory. He developed the comparative advantage theory, labor theory of value, and the theory of rents. Yeah, so David Ricardo. Also, too, fucking bills, not just rent, because I know you didn't ask just about rent. You asked about bills. I read that fucking the first electric bill or utility bill was basically right after fucking Ben Franklin, quote unquote, discovered electricity. As soon as he figured out how to like get that shit into like as a utility, as how we use it today, essentially, he started charging niggas for that shit, bro. So yeah, bills have been around for essentially ever, as long as I can fucking remember. As long as I can remember, obviously. And the more I look into it, the more it's just, yeah. Like this part says, rental agreements and are so old that the origin is probably lost in prehistory. That's from Cura, though. I don't really know where that one is. Oh, this is the one that I seen earlier too that I wanted to say. Basically, renting developed from a more primitive form of tenancy called tenant farming. And tenant farming developed from, you guessed it, guess where that came from if you're still watching. I bet you know what I'm about to say. You right, slavery. Everything comes from fucking slavery. So, yeah. In short, that's the answer. Bills was created in slavery because once they started, yeah, this is me just putting the theory together myself. But once slavery became illegal or abolished or whatever, now they couldn't just give these people like the land to live on for you to work it or whatever. Like, you know how we all know how slavery worked. No, so now we charging your ass for this shit. You was just living here for free, essentially. Well, not free, but because you was doing back-breaking labor and shit. But now you got to go do the back-breaking labor, get paid from that, and then you got to give me money to live in the house that you was just living in for free, essentially. That's my theory. That's where bills come from. Say it one more time. Whenever you see me post pod time, pod day, whatever, what's on your mind, questions, type in that, John. Ask me some questions. The crazier questions, the better. Okay? But I'm going to shut up, though. Those are all my topics that I had for today. The song of the day is... what song do I want to give y'all today? The song of the day is Eyes and T's by HeIsMellowD. Me, of course. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours, little bitch. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, all that good shit so this podcast can grow. Thank you.
Girl, I'm so stressed out. Like, this shit is such a drought out here. Like,
I felt that. Like, where is the good man out here? Like,
Bro, like, I don't even know. This shit's crazy. Like, I ain't had shit in such a long time. But
who you telling? At this point, I'm ready to kidnap somebody.
Actually, speaking of, ain't that HeIsMellowD?
Yo, I think that's him.
Yo, I heard about him. We about...
Oh, it's over for him.
Let's go.
Hey. Hey, look. Hey, look. I cross my T's and dot my I's and cross my T's. I'm rolling weed up with some vibes, color money, blue and green.
I cross my T's and dot my I's and cross my T's. I got 2 queens in my king size. I'm the man you wanna be.
I cross my T's and dot my I's and cross my T's. I can see right through the lies. I stay on my Q's and P's.
I cross my T's and dot my I's and cross my T's. I see the demons in the skies. They will not take over me.
I see the snakes scheming and plotting. They will never take me under. Swear to God, I'm never stopping. I'm about my paper, call me Dunder. When I fuck her, swear she love me. When I leave her, she can't stand me. Fuck a Grammy, I need Benjamins. South Jersey, my residence. Put in work like Mexicans. I shoot first, never hesitant. Handsome brown skin, look like your bitch is craving melanin. Asshole or a gentleman, there is no in between. Get your mins for we embarrassing. We tryna keep it clean. Ever since I hit the scene, it's like these niggas wanna imitate. But my style like a picture, I'm so different, let me illustrate. About that poly life, I got 2 women on a dinner date. The champ, I get the trophy, you get ribbons to participate. I cross my T's and dot my I's and cross my T's. I'm rolling weed up with some vibes, color money, blue and green.
I cross my T's and dot my I's and cross my T's. I got 2 queens in my king size. I'm the man you wanna be.
I cross my T's and dot my I's and cross my T's. I can see right through the lies. I stay on my Q's and P's.
I cross my T's and dot my I's and cross my T's. I see the demons in the skies. They will not